that surrounds me. If we hold ourselves together, we'll go far. Created a space. In my head it was empty, but I know that I want to be where you are. I was denied. I had spent those years, did not recognize the person that's inside. We have a purpose, but to take that leap, you must recognize the person that's inside. The person that's inside. Believe me, I swear, the story's not over. As I fall, I will continue to get up. I cannot stop because it is over. Live in the moment, living in a quiet place. To be everywhere, to be without a care. I was denied. I had spent those years, did not recognize the person that's inside. We have a purpose, but to take that leap, you must recognize the person that's inside.
Boo-doo-dum, boo-dum, boo-doo-dum, doo-dum, boo-doo-dum, doo-dum, dum-dum-dum-dum-dum, dum-dum-dum-dum-dum, dum-dum-dum. Hello, everyone. It is me, your favorite angelic being from another mother. Well, not really from another mother. I really didn't come from a mother. I was just brought into existence. Someone just closed their eyes and then poof, I existed. So, hello, my brothers from another not really mother? I mean, I don't know who actually poofed me into existence. It might have been a mother. I mean, it could have been a father, too, yeah. Hey, Daddy. Anyway, it's about that time we start this damn show. Because shit's starting to get weird. You know, that's how you know it's been too long. So, let's say the magic line. On with the show.
Oh, hi everyone. Welcome to the show. We're live. We are live with Q Simulator 2022, also known as watch as everyone sits in queue forever. Oh man, how's everyone doing this evening? I'm relaxing, enjoying myself, playing some people out by the school. While we're waiting for the queue, I figure we'll just talk, we'll bullshit. I'll bring up like a tiny little game to play on the side, and we'll go from there. And then when we finally get into the game, then we'll do the catch up of what's going on. Yesterday was the Dragon campaign. Went well, went swimmingly. My personal fear / concern didn't happen, which is good. I am forever thankful that the worst case scenario didn't happen. I can't talk about what the worst case scenario is, but yes. But yeah, so Final Fantasy has been dealing with a congestion issue, so you guys know what's going on. Their 11-year-old game is getting slammed right now by hundreds, if not thousands, of people trying to log in. I would even go even more than just hundreds or thousands. We're probably at tens of thousands and so on and so forth across all their servers. It's bad enough that the entire NA server, to give you guys an idea, this is desktop view. There we go. This is basically the server status and everything going on. Endwalker, time till Endwalker's official release, and their server status across it. All these markings right here are character creation is not available. And so, in North America right now, you cannot choose a server. It will, like, if you create a new character, it will only allow you to do random server, and it will randomly assign you to a server of a server group. So the only thing you could choose, like, I want to be on Crystal, and then it'll apply you to one of those somewhere, you know. And so that's what's going on right now. Is like it's getting slammed. It really is. North America, like as you can see, North America is the worst out of all of them. You know, so if that's anything to write home about right there. So yeah, so we're sitting in the queue. We're gonna play some music. We're gonna chill for a bit. I downloaded a nice, easy, fun. Well, I think it's kind of fun. Some people don't think it's. Do. NCS. There we go. We'll get some NCS music playing. Play all. This is interesting. Let's go to desktop mode. There we go. So yeah, this is Super Auto Pets. It's just a simple, silly game. I haven't even created an account or anything. Am I able to move this? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, it was just like, oh, you want to move that? That's cute. That's cute. You want to move that? Okay, we're set. So basically you choose pets, pets fight pets, and each pet has their own ability and gives certain things. I have a pig. I have a duck. And it works like almost like TFT and all that, where... Oh, good. Went to the right person. Where you build your team and then you fight other players. So this is someone else. Like, this is another player right there. Ooh, unfortunate. No, he wins. That was an unfortunate throw. And so you have 10 life, and then as you go up in the game, you lose more and more life. I don't want to go horse. I mean, I guess we can go pig. Oh my god, there are so many pigs. Pig's big thing is that it basically allows you to bring an extra gold from one round to the next. Well, if I sell duck, I can get another pig. Well, let's hold on to duck. Let's sell otter. Let's buy another pig. I've never done this before. This is a lot of pigs. It's a lot of pigs. Hey, look, he's got a bunch of pigs too. I'm okay with losing a couple first rounds. Alright, so we have dog now. Let's roll one, see what we get. Spider mouse. Hedgehog's an interesting one. Problem is, Hedgehog would like kill all of my people. He'd probably kill all of their people too, except for my pig. My pig would live. I mean, we could always sell you. Buy you, put you at the end. Duck. Peacock is interesting, but not feeling it. No, I'm just not seeing anything to like. Alright, let's sell one pig. We'll grab Flamingo for now. Because it'll at least buff up the back of the line. Yeah, we'll freeze you. Yeah, there we go. We'll go with that for now. So there's basically 3 gold just sitting there. That is a big blowfish. Holy shit. Okay, we'll sell in our pig. Bring the swan up. We'll buy you. We'll roll once. I'm just hoping we don't if anyone remembers, last night we disconnected and that was kind of sad. I'm hoping we don't do that. Duck, I'm not feeling. Our swan. Well, we could sell pig. Putting our swan up. Because that's going to put us at 12 for next round. I mean, it's stronger than a pig anyway, right? Copy the health from the friend ahead. It's almost worth now, because of how much health these guys have, to move Hedgehog to 2. Because I know the swans will live through. Yeah, we're good there. We're doing filler right now. Oh, it's a honey badger. Nice. I'm just keeping Hedgehog in the back just so... We could honey badger. So we do sell. Move you there. Move you there. And we need honey for him. Did we lose that last round or did we win? I forget if we won or lost that last round. Sorry about reduce the highest health enemy by 33%. That's actually pretty good. Take a skunk instead of swan, I guess. Gotta keep an eye for honey over here. Giraffe is interesting. I know a lot of people put giraffe low, but I like grabbing giraffe and putting giraffe on things like that boost up over time. So I'm gonna freeze giraffe. We're still looking for honey, so I can put honey on honey badger. Oh shit. A big old doggy. Oh wait. Yeah, see, that's where I needed the bee, because if the bee came out from honey badger, life would have been great. Friend eats food. Friend eats food in shop. Give it +1 health. So if we sell Goose, I don't have any like stackers. That's a feint, that's a feint. Start of battle, that's a feint. I have a lot of feint guys. Still haven't seen. Ooh. Okay, so this is where we'll sell you, bring you in. We'll I want to keep this, but at the same point I don't. We'll grab that. We'll sell that. So that way we booster here, booster you. We need to level him up. Because if we can level him up, he'll level up the two of them up, and that'll be good. Kangaroo. Oop, lock the giraffe. Yep, there's our level up for giraffe right there. Nice. Nice-oo. Big kangaroo is big. I think that was our first time winning. Alright, so you. Freeze this because we need to put this on Honey Badger. So now you're going to boost up you and you. So now it might be worth to do that, so that way it boosts up him. Copy ability from the pet ahead as a level 1 until the end of the battle. We can do Parrot. Parrot would then also boost. Oh, that's. So yeah, it's a battle. This is a non-battle. This is an end of turn thing. We still need to get a level on Honey Badger. This is actually a better version of Giraffe. But we could sell off Skunk and grab that. Let's freeze that. I should have held Skunk for the Skunk. Ooh, Monkey too. So we throw Monkey here. All right, let's say Operation Honey Badger is gone. Right, we put Monkey here. Monkey will boost up the front guy. He will boost up all three of them. Giraffe is going to boost the two of them. I think that's good so far. The only thing I screwed up on was selling off the Skunk early. And a bee. Always the bee at the end. Alright, so we grab Penguin. Sell Honey Badger. Grab Monkey. Put garlic on you because we need you to survive as long as we can so Kangaroo can go nuts. You can unfreeze that. Alright, let's see how it does. Yeah, that's actually really cool. So you're boosting you, you, and you. You're boosting you and you. Holy shit, you built it so you could just try and boost this dog up. Little did you know, I have a killer giraffe. So chocolate bar is interesting. Summon a chick with 1 health at the same attack as this. There's a way I could level Rooster up. I would probably take Rooster. Because if I could boost Rooster up, man, give him one experience. I mean, we could. I like having Monkey for now because I'm boosting up this Flamingo like super hard right now. You know, we'll freeze Rooster and let's just roll. See what we get. Because if we see another Rooster drop, then oh, there it is right there. So that's. So if we sell your 1/1 to 3 friends, to 2 and 3 friends, and you are just the far right one gets 1. Or we could boost you and then you just further boost up everything for now. Problem is, they don't know what happens with him when he levels up. No, we'll keep with the current. Because now he's gonna boost himself. We'll keep Rooster locked for now, though. Yeah, we'll go from there. What are we looking at time-wise now? Look at all that buffing. 414. That's a big swan right there. Oh, we lost. Yeah, I still suck at this game. 100% still suck at this game. But we gotta fill for another 414 places. Alright, we just refreshed. 340. 340 more places. Yep, you. No, we'll do pig. I'm greedy. He's going greed? We'll go with the name Crunchy Glass as the team. Nice.
You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. You do this thing when I'm talking to you.
Oh my god, so many horses.
You do this thing when I'm talking to you. Like everything freezes and it's just you. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. Give it to me like
I guess we'll just go with that for now.
without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it.
Jesus.
Without you. Driving me crazy just looking
Well, I think we lost this round. I think we lost. Alright, let's freeze that for now.
I've been counting down the days to get out. I've been looking for a way from this town. And you're too far away to help me now. So I'm counting down the days.
So many fish.
To get out. 'Cause I need to learn to forget everything that drags me down. I need to forget everything inside me now. Full speed ahead. Fly from the end. So I'm full speed ahead. Full speed ahead.
I got lucky with where he bounced that stuff to. Go, Swan, go! This is just fish everywhere.
I've been keeping on the run every night. But you're too far away
Fish.
to see the signs. So I'm staring at the sun till
Playing the long game here.
I need to learn.
I'm waiting for like one creature that makes me go
It drags me down. I need to
1658. I'm at 255. Alright, so we got Bunny now. Bunny whale. Got giraffe. Giraffe peacock. Okay, so let's move you here. Get the upgrade. And we'll go giraffe. Peacock. We'll do a roll. Giraffe. We're gonna freeze you because I have a feeling we're gonna lose this round, so.
Oh, I can't see the color running through your veins.
I couldn't play FF14, a good excuse to call out of work tomorrow? Yeah!
Everything you do is bad.
I think so. I think it's a great excuse. Perfectly valid. Damn, we lived that round. Okay, so we're gonna do the build up on him. So let's give him garlic. Ooh. That might be interesting to do. So if I sell fish. Sell fish. Oh, you there. Put you there. Then every time you attack, you're gonna hit him. With garlic, he's gonna defend it. And then he gets boosted attack damage. Alright. And you're just a better you're a better version of Peacock. Because every time he gets hurt, he's gonna boost him. Cool. Elephant. Do I want to level up Elephant? Because Elephant starts beating up everyone in a row. No, I don't think I want to level up Elephant. Duck, mouse, no. We're gonna freeze you, so we can have you. Start a turn, 1 gold. We'll freeze you. If nothing else, we'll buy you so we can have the extra gold. Oh no, we have gold left. Gold! You know what? Screw it. We'll freeze you too. Because if we lose this round, we're gonna get a bunch of health to give out to our guys. The Final Fantasy flu? Yeah, sounds about right. So the rock doesn't... Interesting. Ha! 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 Oh man. And turn. This would be good if, like, I actually had some... Oh my god, I saw 3 penguins in a row. Oh god. That's a big bus. Oh, we lose this round. Peacock. Elephant duck. Rooster. Skunk, no. Alright. We're probably gonna lose. And it's okay. Yeah, here comes the loss. Holy shit! That's a big hippo. That is a big hippo. Oh, we lost that round. So we can chocolate bar you. So you're level 2. Sell elephant. Buy snail. Let's go roll. Sell, buy, monkey. So you're gonna keep you're gonna buff him. You're gonna buff them. You're gonna buff yourself. Okay. Alright, here we go. This is so not gonna work. Let's freeze this. Because I'm gonna want to put it on the kangaroo. Or the camel, I haven't decided yet. And our snail. I mean, we're not. If we lose in our one, the game's over. Oop, peacock, freeze. The goal is we need to get another onion on camel so camel can live. I think we lose. Yeah, we lose. He's got more stackers than I do. All right, that's it. That's the game. All right, time to play Final Fantasy. And that was Super Auto Pets. It's a silly, stupid game. Okay. Switch back to Red Mage. Hey, look, we're Red Mage now. And then we need the teleport. Alright, so the update of where we're at in the storyline so people know where we're at. We have just arrived in Old Sherlian. We're doing research into figuring out why the council is so closed off about what's going on and wanting to help, while at the same time trying to figure out what the cataclysm is, or what is the quote end of days, or any information therein is. Oh my god. He literally dressed up like Ronald McDonald. And his name is Ronald McDonald. What the f***? Ronald McDonald. Why? Why would you do that? Wait, what class is Ronald McDonald? Oh, no, we're not Ronald. You're a white mage. Ronald McDonald, the white mage. Oh. Sorry, I know I was doing the recap about what's going on, and my brain just shut down. It's just like, wait, what? Okay, so we're here, and we're doing some research, getting things together, figuring out our next steps on what we should do, and any information we could find from the old records and books, due to the nature of our citizenry versus other citizens versus the Archons. We took onto the library multiple levels in order to try and search and seek out the information we're looking for, and we are about to meet and talk about the information that we have. Isn't that right? Ronald McDonald. We need to go to the stadium. Oh, can't believe that. Ronald McDonald. Is this another Ronald McDonald here? I just see yellow outfits now, and I'm just like, Ronald? Oh! Oh, hold on. We can kill that. Oh, man. Alright, here we go. Get off the goddamn quest givers! Holy shit! You don't have to stand that close. Look how far away I am. I'm all the way over here. Now I'm not like impeding people from clicking on Alisale. Jeez. Sorry. Ready for a break of tea break, Sig? I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are gonna calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around for a bit. You know the last stand down at the harbor, don't you? Come and meet me near the outside tables, and I'll treat you to a coffee. It's quite good. Did you just say tea? I will take tea over coffee any day of the week. Quite literally. Oh, Jesus. I look over and I see the Santa line, and then right as I'm reading the Santa line, I read the next line. As busy as ever, I see. How very startling that no other gourmet cafe has sprung up to compete with customers. Like I just yelled at someone for being on top of the quest giver, and here I am on top of the quest giver. Shh! Don't question it! Actually, the crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions to gauge the mood of the city? I'm interested to hear what the average citizen has to say about the Temphori. We might even learn something new. Worth a try, don't you think? Sure. So we're looking for 2 people that'll know about what's going on. Yes, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Pray excuse the interruption, but we were hoping you might share your thoughts on the Temphori and their unconscionable plans. Oh my goodness. If it isn't the young Miss Levior. My apologies, but I work in the office of the Forum, and if word reached Master Fushalushula that I was to help you. I see. We're sorry to have bothered you. Fushalushula. Fashulushulu. Frumpkin. What? What is it? Can a man not enjoy a moment of private respite? If you're looking to share a table, then I respectfully request that you look elsewhere. You misunderstood, sir. We're simply wondering if you knew about the Temphori. These enemies of peace have promised an end to all we hold dear, and... Wait. You're that House Levervier girl, aren't you? And this man with you is obviously a foreigner? I heard you were disowned and helping outsiders indulge in their barbaric whims, and there you are, giving truth to the rumor. I'll thank you to leave me be. I've naught to say to the likes of you. Well, I must apologize. 'Twas foolish of me to expect an uncivility from one so enlightened. Come, Sigbert. Wow. Whew. Should I climb on top of this person?
Welcome, sir. What can I offer you today? Wait, is that Mistress Alicel I see there? My word! How long has it been?
Far too long. Meet Dickon, the owner of the Last Stand. I used to frequent his cafe on occasion, in between lessons at the stadium.
It would seem like ages ago now. I remember hearing that you and Master Alphinaud had set sail for Azoria. Yor. But then you never came back. Lastly, there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Everything all right at home?
It's complicated, and I hadn't expected a complete stranger to be so familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems.
Well, if House Levier, no matter how discreet Master Fushalushalu may have been, news of your family's doings never stays secret for far too long. Things being what they are, what brings you back to the city now of all times?
We have questions, and only Charlene has answers. Tell me, Master Dickens, have you heard anything about the apocalypse called the Final Days?
Bitch, I make tea. What? Like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find. Information on this apocalypse?
Yes, whatever we can learn. Unfortunately, your patrons appear to be, unwilling to speak with us.
I wish there was more I could do to help. Maybe there is. You're a visitor to Charlene, aren't you? Then, few will know your face. We should be able to pass you off as a server with none of the wiser. We've just finished preparing a few orders. Strike up a few friendly conversations. While you're setting down the food, you might get the answers you're looking for.
Not a bad idea. I hate to ask, but what do you think? You want me to play dress up?
That's the spirit. Pay attention now. I'll explain where each of these dishes needs to go. The tea set is for the chatty group sitting at the water's edge. The omelet is for our regulars, the Highlanders by the name of Gisela. She's sitting outside the table with a friend of hers. Behind them, you should see a masked gentleman. He ordered an oven-baked lobster. Got all that? If you're not sure, just ask and I'll explain again. Good luck.
Okay. Alright. So, lobster. So you're one. So you're the first one. You're the tea set.
Oh my, the tea set. Lovely, thank you. The who? I'm sorry, I've never heard of them. Or their final days. My friend and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you wanted to hear about the ritual arcane practices of the 6th Astral Era, common or esoteric, then I'd be happy to talk your ear off.
Okay. Cool. Alright, so you are omelet.
Finally, 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's dig in, no time to waste. What? The telephone? Ah, yes, I remember seeing the name in the latest gazette. That some grand claim about the end of days. Same old senseless warmongering. And when will these fools get tired of spilling each other's blood? Best stay out of it, I say. The Forum made the right choice, and I fully support our decision to remain neutral.
Okay. And you get Urban batter with a smile. Urbane banter with a smile. Here, have your lobster.
Oh, at last. The oven baked lobster is mine. You have no idea how long I've scamped and saved and scuffed for be afforded this healthy, heavenly dish. The final days. This was the first I've heard of it. Although that would explain why my friend has been rushed off to his feet. It must be busy time to be gleaner. You don't know what a gleaner is? They're collectors of sort. Travel the world procuring things that we haven't gotten in Charlene. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so forth. So named to those who trail and after the reapers in the fields, picking up the grain which was missed. By all accounts, gleaning is the most meticulous and demanding of professions. If these Teleforfarthroyer make good on their audacious threats, then many uncategorized rarities can be lost forever. Why else would a gleaner be buzzing about with such a frenzy? Watch the harbor and you'll see what I mean. They're carting loads from the docks all day. It's never been this hectic before, not like this. I mean, look at your lobster. Take a look at your lobster.
Give lobster. Right, Alice Hale? Any trouble with the customers? Were you able to talk to anyone?
Gleaners, docks.
Interesting. They seem unaware of the final days, aside from whatever the vague news of the Gazette are printing. Even Dixon had nothing to offer, and he's the best source of gossip in the city. If the Forum doesn't have a secret knowledge, then they've done an impressive job of ensuring no one whispers it into the wrong ear. In any case, thank you for playing for your part so well. Here, the cup of coffee I promised. You said tea! I want tea. But let's just enjoy our drink somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossip and the other wagging tongues. Sure, Alice Hill. Do 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 do. That said gunship vent. Oh, guild ship hunter. I thought that said gunship hunter, and I'm like, what? We could buy a gunship? Yes, this should do quite nicely. Out of the wind and out of sight.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlene? Graham said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. How being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family.
Yes.
If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
I don't think they would have, Alicel. Huh. Curious.
They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos. A vast complex beneath the island. Charlian is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples.
Don't tell me you have, like, primals and shit like that underneath the place.
Our
We
living
captured this
library,
Ifrit. We've been holding on
comprised
to it.
of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility. Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait, didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual? Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the forum is planning.
Are we gonna attack Labyrintho? Dun 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 doo doo. Do 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 do. Oh. I don't have it on me, do I? Oh, damn. Oh, wait, I can cheat. There we go. Cheated. The earrings always bother me. I'm just like, nope, earring gotta go. Begone, heathenous earring! We should tell the others what we've learned about the Gleaners. Go on ahead to Numano, and I'll join you in a moment. Master Dickham will want his cups back. Nah, we're just gonna keep them. Souvenirs and all. I'm an outsider, I don't... Okay, Lancer man. Gonna have to buy more glamour soon. I think I'm running low. Yeah, I'm at 45. Look at all these people standing on the quest giver. Welcome back, Siegfried. Hold on. She was higher. Welcome back, Siegfried. Been for a walk and clearing your heads, have you? Not exactly. We've some impromptu investigating and turned up information on the Gleaners. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. It makes sense. The Gleaners take their requests directly from the institutions and bureaucrats, but, as you say, they ultimately answer to the forum. A sudden and significant increase in Gleaner traffic in the cargo It certainly gives an impression of an overacting plan being put into motion. Let us see what theory we could build from the facts. As Justola observed earlier, Numa Numa's archives appeared to contain no information containing the final days. Coupled with that, Siegfried and Alisail learned at the last stand, we should be reasonably sure that most Sharlayans know nothing of the particular period of ancient history. Yet, my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but are also somehow certain that the destruction being perpetrated by the Telefaloi is wholly unlike those apocalyptic events. Moreover, the Forum claims to be more occupied by the duties of such pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Eorzea a request for aid. And now the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized on an unprecedented scale. I do not think it's a stretch to conclude that the Gleaners' recent activity are in service of the Forum's secretive ends. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrinthios and assess the situation ourselves. And if we're lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. Fine idea. What should we expect down there? Anything would be better than burying my head in dusty books. Now, what can we expect? I hate books. Me stupid. I have sword. Oh, I would hate to spoil the surprise. As for myself, there's a few more subjects I would like to research. I may join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I'll see to it that each are returned to their proper place. That would be a great help. Thank you, Raha. Let's head down the stairs, Delver there, and I'll show you where the entrance is. Swear to God, if they're holding on to primals and shit like that, I'm gonna stab a bitch. I'm gonna, straight up stab a bitch if, I go down there and there's literally a freaking primal or, a T-Rex, some, dead thing that, just doesn't exist anymore. They just happen to have it. Ready? Labyrinth is not too far from here, but you may find the path a little disoriented. I'll take the lead, so stay close. Follow Alisail and try not to fall behind. It's a reverse escort quest. Oh, Final Fantasy fails. Once again, a game. I always. This is a true test for me every single time. Is can they pace their characters to match the main character? Okay, so we do with the running, but with the walking it did not. All right, you get Square. You get a half a point. Half a point. Okay, I'm up here. Yeah, they get a solid half a point. The Rosa is not far now. Here we are, through this door and down the stairs. You did remember to attune to the shard back there, didn't you? I'll make your life much easier if you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, we should keep moving. Yeah, I tuned to everything. The first thing I do every time I come into a town. Like, quite literally, the first thing I do every time I come into town. Oh, wait, hold on, let's talk to you. We're all set, yes. I've taken the liberty of securing permission for our group's descent. Right, everyone onto the lift and down we go. Well, I feel like I'm about to, like, go into a dungeon.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky. In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves. And this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed. If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation.
They got sheep.
Knowledge, buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Labyrinthius. Just welcome to Jurassic Park. That's what I'm afraid of.
Not what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing. But I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
Until
Aren't
they
those
release
people
magma.
gleaners?
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Uh-oh.
Did you call to me just now? No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent.
Have we not learned when we get random headaches and like, it's not just some random happenstance and that maybe we should pay attention to it and look into it deeper?
I'll be fine, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
Let's get to work, shall we?
Welcome to the entire beginning of Shadowbringers. Oh, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. The second half of Shadowbringers. Oh, yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. See, I'm learning that this entire game is a lesson in. Wait, we can use our mounts here? We could use our mounts here? So we can. Oh, so this is actual, like... So we're actually outside without being outside. What's your face look like? There we go.
You want to know what I'm doing? Hauling books and ore and fauna. If it needs a hauling, I haul it. Every decade or so, they take stock into Labyrinthios. You know, sort of tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before, though. They just did one of the few summers ago, even. Then, with no warning at all, this mess gets dropped in our laps. Orders from on high. Damned if I know the reason. Could be that they're changing the layout, huh? Preparing for the next big expansion?
What's your face look like? What's your face look like? Oh no. Let me think. The Rhea seeds should be item 1058. Coming seeds 1059. Snowberry 1060. And were they 1061? Ah, my head feels like it's stuffed with moko grass. Why more loads are taken out in the carrying in? Why do all of this at once and risk mixing it up? What if someone mistakes the Corothio carrots from the Gar Abanya carrots? What then? Jesus. Chill. Big crystals. You are here to help, or give more headaches, because you don't have the looks of a gleaner, and I'm in no mood for idle chatter. One of my colleagues was exhausted and took a tumble and crashed into the pile of crates. Now I have to pack mammoths running loose. My sheep have run amok. I'm in need of a great adventurer such as yourself to help me get my mammoths back. Any luck, Siegfried? What tales of gleaners have to tell? Here you go, here you go, here you go. What's this? Aether Compass. This item has been moved to your collection. Interesting. You would think they would just delete the damn thing. So, this grand operation began without warning, and for every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right. The form is definitely up to something, and they're turning Labyrinthus upside down in the process. We would do well to learn more about what specifically the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who tasked them to do it. If you're game, Siegfried, I have an idea. Didn't one of the Gleaners you questioned say something about escaping mammoths? Perhaps if you were to help him capture the said creatures, he might be inclined toward... We are really about to do what I said as a joke. My mammoths have run amok, and I am in need of a strong adventurer such as yourself to go out and get my mammoths back. Oh my god. Oh god. This is such an atypical MMO quest. In the meantime, I will turn my charms upon the Gleaner here. We can compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting. Wait, why can't I be the one that, like, turns, like, my charm on and you go capture the freaking mammoths? I feel this is bullshit. You wish... You wish to help me find my mammoths? I have nothing suitable to pay for your services, but if you're offered it out of the goodness of your heart, I'd be welcome to the assistance. The name is Arenville, friend. Specialist to the collection of the live specimens. That said, the capture of these Nixian mammoths is a trial I have no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they called them. For a mercy, there are no more mammoth species on the tier of the present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitives. If you happen to catch any, stuff them in this sack. Gently, of course. Where to begin, you wonder? I've seen not any scampers around here, so you'll need to widen our search into the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. There are beasts out there that won't hesitate to prey on a mammoth or you. I'll search the trees to the west. The eastern part of the forest is all yours. Good luck. Alright. Alright, let's call out my bird. Bird! Bird! I am in need of a brave adventurer such as yourself. What in the ever... It's a troll. I was waiting for it to say mammoth. I really was. Barely have you ready to sack when the grizzled mouse scampers off into underbrush. I should really put food on, a food buff up too. Since we're going to be fighting, and I have all this food anyway. There we go. Food buffs up. Someone's literally riding the carbuncle. I didn't even check to see if he was a, I just don't want to interrupt just in case, like, it throws the whole system off. I guess you've never met a red mage before, Mr. Troll. Squeak! Oh, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it. Chirp. Got it. You know, nothing's better for this underground dungeon of fun. Like having a motorcycle blast chemicals all over the place. How'd you fare? I tracked down the little 3-pack, and then there's one unaccounted for. Oh, you got 3, I got 1. Ah, there's the old marmot out. Wait here a moment while I put our friends in a holding cage. Thankfully, the marmot seems to be unharmed. I've held up well in the isolation, but it must be too soon to release them into the habitat. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. What will you do with the mammoths now? That's better than go, who told you to take the shit? That's for the forum to decide. They are guided authority behind the Labyrinthos after all, and the job was but one smart part of the great inventory of theirs. Suitable for consumption and easy to breed. Those were the 2 conditions I was given for the stock I was instructed to procure. I don't know what the forum has planned for these creatures, but they are very least in doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. Huh, there you are, Siegfried. Is this a gleaner you mentioned? The one who is looking for the lost marmots? Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk, anyway? I'm Krill, student of Baldelson. These others are my associates. Truth be told, the forum's decision of late have not sat entirely well with us, and that is why we've made our descent into Labyrinthos. We hope that seeing those decisions put into action, we might be fully well understood their reasoning. Wise and practical. Never hurt to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? Anyway, duty calls. Other animals to capture and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry that I can't offer you more for your services. Did you learn anything new from your friend there? Blah, 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 blah. So, we've confirmed that the order for the ambitious operation did indeed come directly from the forum. However, the Gleaners have not been informed of the purpose. I'd say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We have discovered the operation was begun. The forum contact was the Gleaners' guild ship and put their people to great work some 4 days after the telephone made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners keep abreast of the news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus, am I inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Altogether, it gives a distinct impression that the undertaking was sudden and an unexpected development. Yet, I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthos and its archives could have been planned out in such a brief window. Nay, the plan was long in the making. They were just but waiting for the right time to put it into effect. And the telephone declaration was set that all in motion? It seems likely, but let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrinthos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to Archeon, and from there we can reach the lower. Krill, what's wrong? I'm fine, truly. The sudden descent has left me with a bit of a headache, that's all. Nothing will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it then. At least allow me to take the lead. I'm fairly certain I remember the way to the Archeon. We follow the path east through the forest where you've been chasing after that mouse or marmot, was it? Anyway, 'tis the trolls you need to watch out for. Yeah, just, you know, let's you're right, Krill. Nothing to worry about. You are 100% right. Someone actually fighting the trolls? Is that a tank? Yeah, it's a tank. So I don't forget. The main reason why I do that is just so I don't forget. That's literally the main reason why I do it. Is I don't want to forget to do it and then be like, shit. Behold the Archeon, a Numa services of a Solarian literal archive. So does the structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture too is similar. The building you see is merely the upper entrance and the access point to the vault carved in the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples of specimens as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a manner of speaking, the Archeon contains a physical history of Charlene's unwavering dedication to the acclamation of knowledge. Hey, we're gonna get a hat. But it's not gonna be for me. Help, get a hat. But not for me. Well, we won't learn anything of value standing out here. Let us proceed into the main building and speak to the custodian. That's a pretty mount. You can't do this to me. Can't do this to me. Alright, one try. This is it. One try. Yo, simply dominated. Give me your card. Hell yeah. The troll card has been claimed. Simply dominated. Greetings. We're here to pursue the Archeon's vaults. Peruse. You are clearly not gleaners, then. Might I ask your affiliation?
We belong to the students of Balladson, but is that relevant? I was given to believe that the vaults, those open to the public at least, were open to the public. Ordinarily, yes. That would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved in the reorganization efforts are permitted to enter. Not us then, I suppose. We had better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? This service have also been suspended, I'm afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over to the conveyance of inventory. What? So this is as far as we can go? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after our restructuring operation is concluded. By that time, it'll be too late. And we're so close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach. Let us step outside for a moment, shall we? Yo, let's just turn into murder hobos and stab him. Isn't that the easiest? Students of Battleson. Wait, come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. I now find you in contempt of court. If you don't know that reference, oof. We are in an impasse. As we have no other leads, I should like to peruse this one further. But I doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be swayed by our heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the lower levels. 'Tis likely that the people in this area are involved in the restructuring in one way or another. If we were to extricate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them into the lift. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten their load. Don't mind me, I'm just stepping on your table. What do you look like? Okay. I am taking the lift. Oh no. We're just students. They won't let us into the Archeon, even though we found... Actually, we have no idea what we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere. But it was wandering around Tranquility, and so we thought to donate it to the vaults. Squirrel, squirrel! Oddest little squeal, don't you think? Anyway, I suppose we'll have to take care of it until the Archeon is open again. Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? Let me have it. Let me have it. I'll take what's in the box. What's in the box? Ooh, it's a gemstone trader. Wait. Oh, the gemstones do carry over. Nice. Nice. Bone weary worker. What do you look like? Oh, you're a little pompous little bastard. What's that? Take you down the lift with me? Sorry, but not a chance. I've been up and down all day, and only now have I finally found a spare moment to rest. I did see a gleaner fellow heading over to the gate there, though, shouldering a large pack engaged in some manner of task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with whatever he's doing. Oh, that was dismissive as f***.
Wee. My marmots have run amok. I'm in need of a strong, a courageous adventurer such as yourself to get my marmot back. Where the hell is he? Oh, there you are. Quiet. You'll frighten it away. Ah, it's you again. I didn't mean to be so rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The cloudkin I need to capture is close, very close. Are our chocobos mating? Is this like the mating dance of the chocobo? You wish to help me with this too? You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than one. Very well. The canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds, but the one I'm after today is the hornbill. Its feathers are green, and its cry is distinctively caw. Single it out and shoot it with a sleeping dart. The effects are short-lived, so I'll lie in wait down by the riverbank and claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. Green feathers. Oh, okay. Oh, this is going to be a zoom in and tag. Large green bird. And a cause. Wark, wark. You're not green. I can't see what you said. What do you say? Call, call. There you go. It's call, call. Bam! Got him. American Sniper.
Fair shot.
Oh, you have a voice. Nice.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
No problem. And then I shoot him with the blow dart, steal his outfit, and then go on the lift as him, right?
There you are. Any new revelations?
We shot a bird.
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill.
Yep.
I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really.
Okay.
Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose.
Why not?
Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a cleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers hand-picked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth.
Oh, the sage weapon came from there. If you remember when we did the quest yesterday, or Friday, when we did the quest Friday for the sage, they were talking about this vault, about the hidden secrets and how someone went down there and stole the shit, and that they were going to chase them down.
Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidio, thereabouts.
What?
Forgot.
Why would you say that?
I typed in a message, meant to send it, then never sent it. Oof. Oof.
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species, too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Big Bird, want me to help you carry
Perhaps
it?
you might reward us after a fashion, then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will, of course, follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
Why don't you just put us in a box?
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
I like my idea. A big box. You just tell them we're hornbills, right? You throw us in the box. Then when we get to the bottom of the lift, you go to show up to do your report, you unlock the box. Bam! See? Problem solved. We just Trojan horse this shit.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
I say we go Operation Trojan Horse, though. Alright. Let's get in the car. Or the bike. The bike! Wait, there's a spot up here we didn't do. Oh, meow. Meow. There we go. That wouldn't bother me having that one little piece of map left. Is that just leaves or is that goo? Oh, it is leaves. Trying to see if there was like a little monster hiding inside. No. Can't you just... Why climb when I could just jump? Part of me wants to try it, but another part of me is like, no, I'm good. The Menial Circuit, which Everil mentioned, is the tier directly below us. Unlike the lowest levels of the Labyrinthos with its rigid security, one can usually roam the middle layer quite freely. Let us see what we might find. This must be it. The entrance to the mine shaft. 'Tis faint, but I hear something moving within. Creatures hone their researchers, you think? Well, slavering beasts aside, we will need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such should be continue. Ooh, new hat. Alright, so this hat is a level 80, 815. So that's, or we switch to Mechanist. Right? Yeah, Mechanist is my level 80. Why is Summoner first on my list? Hold on. I have to switch that. Okay, then we open the box. Then we attach the recommended gear. Then we do that. And there we go. Now he's got an 815 hat. And then we switch back. Like it never happened. What gear is he wearing anyway? Oh, he's still wearing his level 70 gear. Holy shit. He's so outdated. He's level 80 with level 70 gear. Assuming everyone's tightening their straps and checking their gear, then I say we head on in. Given the terrain ahead, though, it might be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow, and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. We can't meet up again on the other side of the tunnel. Take it slow. Yeah. Yep. Well, there's a fight coming up. Hey, another summoner. Oh, whose is whose, but screw it. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident. Nothing of consequence, at least, and, as promised, the tunnel has delivered us to the median circle. As I recall, this tier is where they keep a wide variety of samples and architectural production. Wow! If Errol's assumption holds true, that specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration, then we should see evidence of such a plan in the area's research projects. Let us follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we can see. Okay. Hey, more of those, like, tree thingies. Get off me. No sense in aggroing me, you can't keep up. Grapes. Pumpkins. Ah, now I know where we are. This is Merrill Agronomics. Laboratories is a host of a wide variety of vegetation which allows us to conduct studies of cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. And it is the facility which coordinates the overseeing of those efforts. The fruits of this research go to feed the laboratory's colleagues, or so I hear. More notably, success might make it to Agro. Food is exotic, you'd be hard-pressed to guess their origins, let alone how they might taste. Indeed. Mystery vegetables without a name. Only a list of nutritional benefits scribed on a card. I see no gleaners hereabout, yet these workers seem to share that same sense of urgency. 'Tis possible they know something of the foreman's plan and their underlying motivations. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? See what you can coax from the workers. The rest of us will do the same or cast about our useful clues. Okay. There's one.
What do you look like? What do you look like? Oh, okay. Oh, hello there. We weren't expecting visitors. Not that the use of the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway?
Big hole.
The mine shaft, you say? Well, you're much hardier soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I would reward such tenacity with a guided tour of the fields, but I'm afraid the form has us filling orders of list of mile long. Massive yet detailed requests, literally wagon loads of crop samples, and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of the grand reorganization, I assumed we were to be suffering old stock to make room for new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seed we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, huh? I pressed for an explanation and was met with a vague assurance that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying of answers. Do you ought to take down below more than I can carry and then some? Most of our stock is sent off to the cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for an aerial transport, hence the sack of crates atop the hill over there. God's hauling those lot up the slot was a job and a half. Wait, tell me we were really gonna do a Trojan horse thing. Tell me we're gonna climb into the bag. Hold on. Okay. Alright. Never mind. Never mind. Oh. I was concerned for a hot second there. The face and everything reminded me of Vivi from Final Fantasy 19. Or Final Fantasy 9, I should say. I was like, wait, but Vivi's eyes are round, not square. And his eyes are yellow and not white, so. I mean, could still be the same thing, but probably not. Oh, what crops are we raising? Well, as you see, this one is a variety of grape. Only need a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing sort of perfect. Hardly surprising given that the native is so particularly local to the very place upon which Labrios was modeled, a region in the south of Isambard. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for a myriad of fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperature plains, which in turn transitions into hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territories even ever consisted, or, as you might expect, used to be called Carvos, before the Imperial named it Locus Mios. The Forum saw it not as a prize, however, but as a researcher ideal environment, one whose climates were strove to recreate with the confines of Labrios. It's since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments in cultivation. Okay. Bike. Please tell me we're gonna climb into the bags. Let's say stray tomato. It's literally a tomato running after someone. You know? The label on these crates tell the story of their contents, bundles of common seeds and saplings, accompanied by shelves of reports.
Hard to look away, isn't it? But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion.
Interesting.
You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Thank you. Dun, dun, dun. Do, 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 do.
Have you learned aught of interest?
Flowers, emotional. Blah, 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 blah. Flowers.
A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we've failed to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly.
I love you, Alicel. I just want to interrogate them now. Let's just skip to the chase, grab a Forum member, and literally just interrogate the shit out of them.
Isn't that the entrance to the arcade? Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
So we're going to interrogate them?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
True.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all...
That's what to say. What's happening with her?
Cryo?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Approving nods.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
Oh, shit. Is Krell still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let our quarry slip away. Erenville has headed westward along the path outside of the Archeon. Come, we can still catch him. Bike time. Wonder if they're gonna reopen this lift like as you go down the storyline. Hold a moment, I have an idea. Memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Lockstick Beta, one of Labyrinth's climate control centers. It should have its own lifts. With just one, we could access the upper or lower tiers. If I were an agent of the forum, I would make a convenient meeting place. But even if we're to happen to find Erenville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal the issues of importance as we are unchannelly stroll past. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. If only Grahar had his vanish spell were here. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Hippity hoppity, my little toads. Oh God, Master Matoya. Goodness. Unaccustomed to transfiguration. Worry not. It will wear off in the passage of time. Depends on which Final Fantasy we're playing in. Some Final Fantasies you needed like what was it? The Maiden's Kiss? Yeah, you need Maiden's Kiss, or else you would just be forever a you just forever be in there. Assist you and your green companions hop along and catch up with the Erenville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I'll refresh the enchantment. And what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be less likely to leap into the jaws of predator as you would learn anything of note. Which reminds me, where are the creatures hereabouts? In the forum, you are essentially defenseless. You've changed into a toad. You must remain transfigured in order to progress in the quest objectives. You'll return from the transfigured state if you move too far away. Look to your map for the transfiguration area of effect. Speak to your stola to restore the or prolong the transfiguration. Okay. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alfie Toad and Alley Toad are now accompanying you. Keep them by your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave your quest companions behind by entering a different area, putting too much distance between you, or speaking with them and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have your companion join you again, return and speak with them in the original location. Yeah, nothing to see here. There's a bunch of hippity-hoppity frogs. Alfie Toad and Alley Toad. I don't understand why the frogs are not friends to me. We're frogs too. Just 3 frogs, a red mage, and a chocobo. Walks into town. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Alley Toad turns to the face north. Perhaps she is suggesting you cross the bridge. Oh no, I didn't mean to dismiss you. Come back. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alfie Toad attempts and fails to shake his head, but you nevertheless understand that he's telling you that this is the wrong way. This is so ridiculous.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlayan scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Sharlayan was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Oh, God.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
True. We'll tell you about it later. Just keep working.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
Just keep working.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
He knew. He knew.
While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
Because we were frogs in the wrong area. It's gonna be something like that.
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
That's it. Okay. I suppose we should know the Gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived, yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in all of us the same. More importantly, perhaps, we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle. This momentous duty the Forum agent mentioned. Sharlayan has been called into action, and the Terraformer Declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is that they hope to fulfill, they deem it sufficient important to disrupt all Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Iori's request for aid. What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the Forum in the commitment of all of its resources? Judging by what we heard, none of the Gleaners have offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it would seem abundantly clear that we're learning nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Yastola and Krill for the moment, see what they have to think about this. Let's go up here so we can... Just jump over him forehead. Welcome back. I trust you found Aaronville then? Blah 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 blah. Your frogs are fake. Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if it was something as simple as confirming that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Krill and discuss how we can proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm, she will still be behaving ivorly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking on near the flowers she was entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. God, that is a large area to search for her. We're gonna check the flowers first. Yep, she's here.
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
Heidelin?
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Thank you. Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower, walk free, for you are free, to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That gloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first. So weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread. Imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
Uh-oh.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian, a group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Jesus. Jesus. Graha just standing there. Looking like he's about to, like, scratch people's eyes out.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The forum will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Her hood's down. This is the first time I've ever seen Krill's hood down. Aww.
These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
You tell him, Krill.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Yo, just straight.
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policy-making process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society.
Okay.
And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd.
Well, you had 300 years of experience with governances. I'd hope so.
From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Yes, we are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission, not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master Fortuno, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the Studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, hmm? By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the Du. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections.
Very scientific of him.
Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? Now, if we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Order! We will have order!
Master Montaigne raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures.
Uh-oh.
Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Charlian. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand. I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences.
The consequence of what? You'll kick me off your island?
Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
I wonder if they have those outfits in the store to buy. Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city, and our endless investigation have not been in vain. We know that this is a mysterious duty of their beginning with the Forum's discovery of the ethereal sea. With our freedom so sorely curtailed, however, we will struggle to learn aught more substance here in Charlian. Please get off out of the sail so I can click on her. The overall picture has grown clearer, yes, but that's in spite of the Forum being so abandonedly vague about their duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what it may. Is father's work so vital that it takes precedent over his own family? Need a voice. Oh, there we go. When I heard you been dragged before the Forum, I came as swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad they allowed you to stay. Mother? Amelance Levier, at your service. And you fine people must be the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. Mother, please, we don't wish to make things difficult for you. If word reaches father that you were here... Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? I am well aware that you and Master Forshoja are not on the best of terms at the moment, but I have been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. You will come to the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. The timing couldn't be better. As the matter stands, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Thancred's group to reconsider our options. Go visit your home, and we'll be back to the annex when you're ready to rejoin us. I'm sure we will. Siegfried, what do you think? Siegfried? The Siegfried Talon? What a splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us. But we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return to find you enjoying our hospitality, The servants will be made to suffer for the consequences. Oh, I accidentally hit the button too fast. Siegfried, it would be so kind as you to escort my children to the estate. And I clicked it again. And then she was gone, and with her an opportunity to protest. Indeed, a matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. Quest accepted. I apologize. My mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I'm glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Siegfried? Though it seems we shall have little enough time to enjoy it, will you accompany us to visit our home? No! Fine. If we're going, then let's get this over with. But be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking in our private chambers. Thank you very much. What? Why ever not? Your room was always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away? Childhood toys? I mean, never mind. Your estate is this way, straight down the stairs. Come. That's funny as hell. When Alice and I was little, the bridge was far as it was permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or servant was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. And now look at us, traveling to different continents, different worlds even. As children, Alfred and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. It must have been the day when his meeting ran long, because I remember growing restless and leaning over the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived in the exact moment, came pondering down the path in a panic, crying out my name. That's a nice outfit. And here you are at last. Please come in.
Welcome home, my lady.
What? What are you gawping at?
House Laviera is in all its grandeur. Scion headquarters must have been a squabble indeed. No, we'll go with that one.
Oh, gods, please don't. It makes me feel like a spoiled princess.
Oh.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you would accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
Is this how Alphino becomes a sage?
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience.
Good.
But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
Oh.
'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
Okay. Sure. So, your children almost died. I had to travel to a whole nother plane of existence to meet up with their souls, fight for its freedom, and then they still almost died. And then we had to fight to get their souls back in their body.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Let's see it. Let's see it, Alice Hale.
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen.
Nice.
But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
I like that outfit.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become. See for yourself.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
This is where
Allow me, Master Alphino.
this is where he becomes a sage. Because he doesn't have his book.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father. Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
There's the crystal.
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master. But someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
He's finally done it. He got his own class now.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortuno has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Now, Sail, especially that one. I want grandbabies at some point. Nice. I was wondering when they were going to do the conversion for him. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I can see it meant a lot to her, and I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, will have to suffice. As well as these tokens from our home that we carry with us. These gifts will help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality. Let us return to the annex and rejoin our companions. Oh, main. Now I remember. You have to go into the main hall to get to them. Enjoyed your time with the Leviers, I hope. I would ask you how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. I only hope that we can help them reconcile with their father, that they might return home one day with their heads held high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret of the Forum strives to hide. And the flower bequeathed to you by Heidelin is sure to guide you through on forward. I'm confident that you once were scouted as a situation in Devanir. We'll be well equipped to plot our next move. Okay. No! 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 I don't want to voice act you! I think what I'm just gonna do is every time he has lines, I'm gonna get a voice talker, and you know what? Text to voice. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're gonna do. We're literally just gonna text to speech his ass.
I am Ryanger. I am the greatest scion.
Hold on. Let's switch to Ryan. How's Ryan?
I am Urianger. I am the greatest scion.
There we go. Woo! Alright, I don't have to do his voice acting anymore. There we go. We're just gonna leave this shit up, and I am no longer doing his voice. That's his voice from now on that screen. Alright. I have Krill's instructions in hand. If you are ready to set out, then so are we. Having been to Thanvanir before, I can travel by Atheryte, but what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Krill was the same mind and has already secured the aid of the good folk of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. Okay.
The Confluence, thou sayest.
I'm afraid so, my friend. Okay, hold on. Okay, alright.
Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart, unto whose sanctuary we delivered thee owing to the knowledge of our comrade Moanbrita. Moanbrita was an authority on etherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence.
Haven't you gone to see them yet?
I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus have I kept my silence.
Whether you come with us or no is your choice and yours alone. If it is too difficult, we'll manage.
Who art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue.
If it is settled then, let us be off, and when we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kitty. Yeah, there we go, this'll work. If only there was a way that I could do it while his line was still on the screen. But to get it to come up on here, I have to, like, have his sentence leave. Ah, quality.
Well now,
This is a rather lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Krill, student of Badison. We seek passage to Thavnir and understand you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome, welcome. Test subjects? Oh, you hadn't heard. Well, then allow me to explain. So, in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to attune to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're in a mess of aether hurling along the life stream. An inconvenient but incontrollable limitation of the aetheryte teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to the place where you've never been. For long years, we've labored on much to make such travel possible, that people might move about so freely. And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Truly, that changes everything. Well, my language may be a bit misleading, but users need not to attune to these aetheryte, but the aetheryte themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that our first test pair of aetherytes, one has been installed here in Sharlayan, and the other over in Yinmanambandamad, a port town in Thavnir. As you may know, our nations has long maintained strong ties with Radzahan, and indeed we owe much to this breakthrough to the contributions of the alchemists. So, to sum it up, we're test these aetherytes. How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel aether. Will that be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetheryte were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within it will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true, and far be it from me to worry about such things. But do we have permission to make use of this shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. And here's the fine print.
You're going to die, and then it will put your soul into the life stream and suck you along the way. Then we're going to take your dead body, put it into a cannon, and shoot it to where the other one is. Now, if the body does not arrive at the Aetherite Plaza faster than the fastest shooting cannon, then the problem will be your soul will shoot out the other end and won't be able to go into anything, and you'll die. But if your body makes it there before the soul comes out of the crystal, it'll get sucked in and then you'll live. And it's great.
Oh, man. It may come to surprise you, but we are actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unresistible fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the life stream. It is a statistically unlikely event that something goes worry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mr. Krill truly knows how to pick them. Oh, wait. What? Hold on. Yorangi wants to talk. There you go.
If I might change the subject. Are Master Wilson and Mistress Blowida not present today?
Oh, you didn't hear. They recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand it, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. I can do that one. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetherite Plaza, and I'll be along shortly. I am excited To be a test subject. Yep.
Right, we're all set.
Hey, I was pretty close with her voice.
Just the 4 of you, was it?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh, I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
Oh, great. We're gonna die.
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether.
I'm gonna die. Yo, this is some Star Trek level shit.
Oh, and one last thing.
We're not responsible for your death?
You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
What?
Who didn't see that coming? That was the most obvious thing ever. Oh, it really is all the way to hell over there.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads at Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time.
Wait. Isn't this voice actor Isn't this Emmett Schleck?
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
Isn't this Emmett Schleck?
What chance? Against such an insidious foe.
That's interesting that they used Emmett Schleck as the narrator.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let Estinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Alarmingly bad with coin. Siegfried truly loves his money. You manage to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, you will be you be able to reach Estinian in time? I hit the sprint button to try and speed it up. You there. I need 3 drinks. Something that helps with aether sickness.
By monsieur, a traveler. I mean greetings. Greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special armor salasa, made with only the finest and fresh ingredients, is far to calm the unruly bellies. But, by way of a warm and welcome to Tavernier, I am pleased to offer to you, for the low price of 19,800 gil, for not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains.
18,000 gil. Jesus. Estinian? Don't do it. Don't do it. The price is high road robbery, and you will want to say as much to Estinian. But you realize any words of warning you cry out will be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before Estinian and use the gesture deny. Okay. Deny. No! I thought you could barely stand. What do you need me to tell that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy these, lassie? This merchant is swindling me?
Ah! Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appeared to have my prices confused.
It's actually 1,890 gil for 3 bottles. That confusion would be quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Wait. Would have been quite costly for both of us? Wait. Is he saying that to the guy or to Sig? Because if he says it to Sig, then it's like, okay, yeah, it would have been costly for both of us. You know, I would have made the mistake, and it would have cost us both money. But if he's saying it to the junk blogger, did he literally just say, if I found out you ripped me off,
I'm coming to get you, motherfucker. You're gonna die.
You know, like he summons in freaking Needlehog. Comes, come Needlehog, I have a junk mogger I need to murder. Dragon flies in. Junk mogger just going. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them with the others and get some rest. I'll be back after I explored the town. Hello, friend. Oh, we got nothing to repair. Here you go, friend.
Praise be to the 12. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to the Anestinian and to the fine fruits of this land.
There we go. Yeah, good. Yeah, you were in time. Excellent. You spared us Tataru's wrath. Oh yeah, Tataru would have lost her shit if you spent 18,000 gold for something that should go for $1,000. Sweet, sweet release. If you haven't already, you should do yours too. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That last siege truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. I bound it. 'Tis most I could do against the heat sort of shredding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said it's Thuruvian twine, tough and not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gold. 9,400 gold for a piece of 9,400 gold. A steal, I was told. 'Tis nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I just are not even Alphino could hold a candle to you. No, we're not going to dig into him. He's just awful. Oh, yeah. Well. Hold on.
I am inclined to agree with thine assessment. It doth seem excessive, unusually so. Claiming Thavnir as its dominion, the nation of Radhat hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Arkasodara, a Matanga tribe indigenous to this island.
Thank you, Thancred Bot.
Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hanish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over. A development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Radhat. Yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through a judicious governance and stringent regulation.
Neither of which I see any evidence. Given the merchants are a gateway town, are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of their nation at large.
Just so. That opportunistic pricing is rampant doth suggest that oversight is much weakened. Or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, 'twould be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs.
Prudent and practical, aye. We've naught to lose, but learning more. So ere we seek out Krell's acquaintance, shall we see to the information we can gather here in Yildirim? Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to the flying start, but we'll make up for it. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, level 71, we did it. Or 81. We did it. That's a pink butterfly on your cheek. Shit. Alright guys, unfortunately though, I am going to have to call it here. I had some stuff come up that I have to attend to. So we're going to continue this tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, though, we have to end at midnight, so I'm going to try and get on as early as I can so we can get as much time involved. Then on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, we're going to have nice long streams again. And then this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're going to have to do short streams due to the fact that I have work on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then Sunday, we go back to nice long streams again. So if you are new to the program, make sure you mouse over that follow button. If you are on Twitch, if you are on the YouTube side of things, make sure you hit all the buttons. There's a lot of buttons. You know, all of the buttons all over the place. You should press them all. It'll be really appreciated. And a big shout out for everyone for hanging out this evening. Whether it was for 5 minutes, 5 hours, or 5 days, it is always appreciated to have you. But unfortunately, I have to head out. Until then, guys, have a great rest of your evening. Good night, everyone. Button. Button. Why aren't the credits rolling? Roll credits. Oh, that's because the Steam Deck is broken. Steam Deck. Steam Deck. There we go. There we go. Alright, guys. Have a great rest of your evening. Good night.